Hi, and I'll be talking about foreign market analysis. In terms of politics, Malaysia and United Kingdoms, they are both Commonwealth countries, so they kind of share the same law and regulations. Before the mid 19th century, British interests in the region were predominantly economic and little interest in territorial control. So they were going for spices, food supplies, something like that, an intergovernmental organization that seeks to promote mutual understanding and friendship and trade. The strengths for politics in terms of United Kingdom, they have the similar law and practices as Malaysia, and they have democracy. Malaysia has democracy too. They have the human rights similar as Malaysia too. Between the trade, Commonwealth members is also surprisingly higher by 50% than the comparable non-Commonwealth countries on average. There are a lot of civil society, NGO and academic links. Next is the weaknesses. Well, instability of governments in some members of state are unstable. States who have refused to adopt practices and democracy are kind of hard to bring up businesses to. Compliance is one of the problems in Commonwealth countries. Is that one of the member states refuses to comply with decisions arrived at during a summit, the organization does not have the power to enforce it. Absence of standing army to help enforcement of decision and the power to put rogue members back in line. Okay, in terms of economical analysis, the United Kingdom has demonstrated a good economic resilience with effective rule of law and open trading environment and a well-developed finance sector. A labor market that is relatively liberal by European standards has complemented one of the world's most efficient business and investment environments. The strength in this is UK is one of the largest economies in the world, so a lot of people export and import all the time. It governs the rule of law and transparency that indicates stability of the country, and the UK is the second largest bank center in the world, meaning it has very little chance to bankrupt. Weaknesses: rising labor costs in developing countries may decrease the efficiency of a business. The Brexit was a huge deal. Without the access of unions, open market, Britain would probably lose trade and investment. This is similar to the TTPA, meaning the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement that America has just dropped, just like the Brexit. The common agricultural policy is also costly and is kind of inefficient in many ways. Now we go to the socio-cultural analysis. A number of socio-cultural factors that increase the flow of workers into UK. Mainly migrants move to the UK to improve their standards of living. Social factors in the UK also contribute the demand of migrant workers in the UK. United Kingdom has an aging population too. Without immigration, the labor force would be shrinking. Let's talk about the strength. Strength of this is everybody there is speaking English, socially and culturally diverse. There's a lot of races and they are very less racist compared to other countries like America. They are open to new experience. They are willing to accept new people. Low context means they are more straightforward. They are transparent most of the time. They are diverse. They are a diverse country with a lot of religions and races, and lots of Arabs and Muslims who are staying there, so they could eat halal foods. Okay, social issues may affect migrant workers while they're in the UK is they difficulty to communicate in English. This creates problems, misunderstandings, and important documents such as contracts, they could be misunderstood. So often unaware of the rights and in the workplace, the language barrier also affects in the workplace. Next is the demographical analysis. Understanding the size of characteristics of a country's population is vital when it comes to planning and delivering services like education, transport, and healthcare. Marketers have to take both sides of the demographic environment coin to account the deciding what strategy to apply. Next. This is the graph for factors dividing population change. This is mainly migration here, and this is the birth minus death. So this shows that there's more migrating people to UK than birth. Next. The strength they have in UK is the highest population density. This is based on London alone. So the population density is the highest among UK, anywhere in UK. Highest population growth from 2011 to 2012 was at 1.3%. Had one of the world's youngest median age group at 34 years of age, meaning most of the people at UK, at London, are mostly 34 years old. They have medium to high educated people. The UK is one of the top 10 largest importer for agriculture and agri-food products around the globe. But the weaknesses are based on the experience of industrialized countries, and forgets that a country can develop other ways such as through tourist industry, have high birth rates, and this is due to cultural, religion, and evidence of poor, less developed states. It does not take into account that migration of people, which is the key in understanding population as a system of inputs, population change and outputs.